This is the cars for the thoracic or T-spine. This is the middle of your spine. The arms cross over the chest and they're below the shoulders. In order to isolate the middle of the spine, I will draw my chin into my sternal notch and keep my head and neck locked. This movement is very like the neck cars. We move until we feel any tension or pain, and then orientation changes. Elbows walk down towards the belly, and then once you've curled as much as you can in the upper back, you slide the elbows along the waist towards the right hip. When you can't go any further, your orientation changes. Then the shoulder comes towards the hip. You're opening up to the side. From here, you lift up and around, trying to create as much space in your vertebrae as you can. Bring the left ear towards the left hip, the left shoulder towards the left hip as well. Then change your orientation, bring the elbows towards the hip. We go from hip to hip with the elbows. Slide the elbows from hip to hip. Once you're as far as you can go in that orientation, again, you open up to the side. The shoulder comes towards the hip. Lift up and around, Bring the left shoulder towards the left hip. And then slowly, 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 bring the elbows towards the hip. We'll stop in the center. Slide the elbows to the belly. And then unravel, come up and out, and unravel the arms to switch sides. I'll show you on the side angle what it looks like. Switch the cross of your arms. I had right arm under left. Now I'll go left arm under right. Bring your chin back to your sternal notch. Big breath in here. And then as you exhale, walk the elbows down to the belly. We want to keep this round only in the upper back, not in the lower back at all. And then slide the elbows towards the left hip. When you can't go any further, bring the shoulder towards the hip. Lift up and around. I'm really pulling my belly up and in and lengthening my tail to try and isolate. Bring right shoulder towards right hip. Bring the elbows towards the hip. And then go from hip to hip with the elbows. Once you're as far as you can go towards the left side, the shoulder comes towards the hip. You lift up and around, creating as much space as possible. Right shoulder, right hip. Elbows to hip. Come back to the center. And then unravel. That is the cars for the thoracic or T-spine.